Now I am taking business taxation of second year BCom. Under that, computation of gratuity. Computation of gratuity. We can read out the problem. So Rakesh retired on 31/10/2019 after serving for 30 years and 7 months and received a gratuity of rupees 3,60,000. His last drawn basic was 20,600 and DA 30% of basic, and given within bracket it is given 40% of DA is considered for PF. So 40% out of 30%, 40% enters into PF, that means retirement benefit. The increment of rupees 250 which falls due on 1st August of every year. Earlier he received rupees 20,000 which was then exempted. Rakesh is covered under the Payment of Gratuity Act. So it is given, we have to calculate only for the covered under the Payment of Gratuity Act. Find out his taxable gratuity. This problem is appeared for the year 2007. So in this problem it is given, we have to calculate the gratuity following the first step, that is Rakesh is covered under the Payment of Gratuity Act. But for our information and knowledge, we can calculate both if it is covered and not covered. ಕೇಳಿದ್ದು covered ಮಾತ್ರ, but ನಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಎರಡನ್ನು ಮಾಡುವ, if he is covered under that or not covered under the act. So first we can compute the his taxable gratuity if he is covered under the Gratuity Act. So computation of taxable gratuity. So it is first case, if he is covered under the act. Once again rules, actual gratuity received. See here it is given, gratuity received is 3,60,000. It is given gratuity received is 3,60,000 less exempt under section 10(10). Within bracket we have to write list, that is list of the following. Under that number 1 is number A, actual gratuity received. It is same this one, 3,60,000. Then if he is covered means 15 days salary for the completed years of service. For the completed years of service. So here once again, just remember, salary we mean here basic plus all type of D. So here is last drawn salary is given. Salary means salary last drawn. It is clearly given in the problem. His last salary drawn salary is 20,600. So we have to write 20,600. 15 days salary means 15 by 26. 15 days salary means 15 by 26. Sorry, here it is given DA, and DA 30% of basic. So it is 40% enters into provident fund means retiring benefit, it affects second type. It is not covered under that. So not covered under act ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ತಗೊಳ್ಬೇಕು, covered ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲ DA ತಗೊಳ್ಬೇಕು, DA 30% ತಗೊಳ್ಬೇಕು. So 20,600 plus 30% of 20,600. 30% of 20,600 means it is 6,180. Percentage of commission is not given in the problem. So 20,600 plus 6,180, it is 26,780. 15 days salary means 15 by 26. Completed years of service, it is given 30 years 7 months. So more than 6 months. So round off, that is 31. 6 months ಗಿಂತ ಒಂದು ಡೇ ಆದ್ರೂ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇರಬೇಕು, ಆಗ ರೌಂಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಕವರ್ಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ 30 years 6-7 months means 31. So we get 4,78,950. we get 4,78,950. Number C is statutory limit. So statutory limit is 20 lakh. So it is given earlier year received 20,000. If any gratuity received in the earlier year, it should be deducted from the statutory limit. Any gratuity received in the earlier period should be deducted from the statutory limit. That means this 20,000 earlier received should be deducted here. So 20 lakhs minus 20,000, it is 19 lakh 80,000. So whichever is less, see here 3 lakh 60, 4 lakh 70, 19 lakh 80. So less is 3 lakh 60. So 3 lakh 60 minus 3 lakh 60 means 0. That is nil. That means if he is covered under the Gratuity Act, his taxable gratuity is nil. That means there is no taxability. So ಅವನು covered under the Gratuity Act ಆದರೆ 360 ಇಂದ 3 lakh 60 ಅಂತ ತೆಗೆದ್ರೆ ನಿಲ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ನಿಲ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಅವನಿಗೆ ಅವನು ರಿಸೀವ್ ಮಾಡುವ ಗ್ರಾಜುವಿಟಿಗೆ ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಪೇಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಫುಲ್ಲಿ ಎಕ್ಸಮ್ಪ್ಟೆಡ್. So 3,60,000 he receiving, so full that amount is exempted. No need of payment of any tax on his gratuity. So it is this one is for the first case. So the problem examination they asked only for this one. So we can compute for the second type also if it is not covered under the Gratuity Act. So it is covered. If it is not covered under the Gratuity Act, then first we have to compute the 10 months average salary. So first we have to calculate the 10 months average salary. Calculation of 10 months average salary. So here two cases there. Increment is given. One is with increment. Another one is without increment. See, in this problem it is clearly given his last drawn salary means now when he is retiring on 31/10, that is last drawn means when he is retiring on October month, he is receiving 20,600 means increment is due on August. That means in the August he received the increment. So with increment, so last drawn salary ಕೊಟ್ಟರೆ ನೆನಪಿಡಿ ಅದೇ with increment ಅಷ್ಟು ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಟರೆ ಸಾಕಬಹುದು. So last drawn salary means is nothing but it is the with increment amount, that is 20,600 into, once again it is October 10. Here we have to write 1 month back, September. So here August, September, so 2 months. With increment is 2 months. With increment is 2 months. ಸೊ ಇದನ್ನು ಯಾವಾಗ ಒಂದು ಮಂತ್ ಮೊದಲು ಹಾಕಿದ್ರೆ ಡೇಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬೇರೆ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬೇರೆ ಇರ್ಬೋದು. ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಹೇಗೆ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಇದನ್ನೊಂದು ಪ್ರೀವಿಯಸ್ ಮಂತ್ ಹಾಕಬೇಕು. ಇದನ್ನು ಅದೇ ಮಂತನ್ನು ಇನ್ಕ್ಲೂಡ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಆಗಸ್ಟ್ ಒಂದು, ಇದು ಈ ಮಂತ್ ತಗೊಳ್ಬೇಕು ಸೆಪ್ಟೆಂಬರ್. ಸೊ ವಿತ್ ಇನ್ಕ್ರಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಹಾಗೆ ತಗೊಳ್ಬೇಕು 2 ಮಂತ್. ಸೊ 20,600 into 2, it is 41,200. Without increment means 20,600 minus increment is 250, deduct 250, we get 20,350. So 10 months average salary. So 10 minus 2, that is 8. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕೆಲವರು 12 minus 2 ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಇಲ್ಲ. So we are calculating the 10 months average salary. So 2 months salary is over. Next we have to take into consideration 8 months salary. So 10 month minus 2 month, 8 month salary. So it comes to 1,62,800. 1,62,800. So add it, we get 2,04,000. 2,04,000. Then we have to add the D. It is important. See here, basic is 20,600. 30% is on basic. 30% basic na mere. Here we have to take into consideration, only the DA enters into retirement benefit. So not covered ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಏನಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಖಾಲಿ ಇದನ್ನು ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿಕ್ಕಿಲ್ಲ, ಡಿ ಎ ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿಕ್ಕಿಲ್ಲ, ಅದು ರಿಟೈರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಬೆನಿಫಿಟ್ಗೆ ಬಂದ್ರೆ ಮಾತ್ರ. ಸೊ ಪಿ ಎಫ್ ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಬಟ್ ಎಂಟರ್ಸ್ ಇಂಟು ರಿಟೈರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಬೆನಿಫಿಟ್. ಪಿ ಎಫ್ ಈಸ್ ರಿಸೀವಿಂಗ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ದ ರಿಟೈರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಬೆನಿಫಿಟ್. ಅದರಿಂದಾಗಿ ಎಂಟರ್ಸ್ ಇಂಟು ಪ್ರಾವಿಡೆಂಟ್ ಫಂಡ್ ಅಥವಾ ರಿಟೈರಿಂಗ್ ಬೆನಿಫಿಟ್ ಬಂದರೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ತಗೊಳ್ಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ದೆನ್ ಹೌ ಟು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಇಟ್? See here, total we are receiving 2,04,000. It is given 30% of DA enters into DA 30%. Out of that 30%, only 40% enters into retirement benefit. So 2,04,000, 30% ತಗೊಳ್ಬೇಕು. ಆ ಬಂದ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಇಂದ 40% ತಗೊಳ್ಬೇಕು. ಯಾಕೆ? ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ 40% ಮಾತ್ರ enters into retirement benefit. Understood? From this amount, first we have to calculate the 30% DA. Once again, out of that 30%, only 40% enters into retirement. So 2,04,000 into 30% into 40%. That comes to 24,480. 24,480. So 10 months salary will be 2,28,480. So we get total, this is the salary for the 10 months. 10 months salary. So in this problem it is given 10 months average salary. So calculation of gratuity ಮಾಡುವಾಗ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೇಳೋದು 10 months salary ಅಲ್ಲ, 10 months average salary. So now we have to calculate the 10 months average salary. 10 months average salary is equal to 2,28,480 divide by 10. 10 months average ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಆ ಬಂದ ಸ್ಯಾಲರಿಗೆ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಬೈ 10 ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಆಯ್ತು. ಸೊ ವಿ ಗೆಟ್ 22,848. 22,848 is the 10 months basic. 10 months average salary is 22,848. With this we can easily calculate the gratuity. With this calculation of 10 months salary, we can calculate easily the computation of taxable gratuity if he is not covered under the Act. So next, computation of taxable gratuity if he is not covered under the Act. And that first we have to write actual gratuity received as it is given 3,60,000 less exempt under section 10 within the bracket we have to write least. Under that number A is actual gratuity received. It is same 3,60,000. Next, it is not covered. That is why the rule is half month's salary for completed years of service. Half month salary for completed years of service. Completed years of service. We already calculated in the working note. The 10 months salary is that half month salary is 10 months average salary is 22,980. So 22,980 half month means 1/2. Completed years of service, leave the fraction 30 years and 7 months. Here we have to leave the fraction, so only take 30 years. 30 years we get 3,44,000. 3,44,700. The number C is statutory limit. Statutory limit, it is 20 lakh minus already he is received 20,000. So it is 9 lakh 19 lakh 80,000. 90,80,000. Least of the following is here it is 3,44,700. 3,44,700. So taxable gratuity will be here. Taxable gratuity will be 23,300. 23,300 is the taxable gratuity. 1 minute. Here it is 22,848. Half month into 30, 3,42,720. So just a mistake. So the 10 month salary is 22,848 into half into 30. We get 3,42,720. 3,42,720. When we deduct it, we get 17,280. So after deducting it, we get 17,280. So here the taxable gratuity is 17,280. So in the problem it is given Rakesh is covered under the Payment of Gratuity Act. So it is extra. If he is not covered under the Act, see here his income taxable gratuity is taxable is 17,280. Out of 3,60,000 he should pay 17,280. If he is covered under the Act, then it is benefit. Is no need of payment of any gratuity, any taxable on tax on gratuity. If he is covered under that, the taxable gratuity is nil. If he is not covered under that, he should pay 17,280. So this is the difference. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಕವರ್ಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಾದ್ರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಬೆನಿಫಿಟ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇರ್ತದೆ, ನಾಟ್ ಕವರ್ಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಾದ್ರೆ ಇವನಿಗೆ ಇಷ್ಟು ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸೇಬಲ್ ಅನ್ನು ಕೊಡಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ವಿತ್ ದಿಸ್ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಎಂಡ್ ದ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು.